Ladies and gentlemen, there's a power in a woman's love that cannot be measured, calculated, or replicated. When a woman loves, she doesn't do it halfway with hesitation or with conditions. She gives everything: her heart, her time, her loyalty, and her strength. When she loves, she doesn't see the flaws or the imperfections. She embraces them. She sees the potential in someone and nurtures it like a garden, knowing that growth takes patience and care. Her love doesn't just support, it builds. It doesn't just protect, it transforms. Her love is fierce and unrelenting, like the tides that shake the shore. It's the kind of love that will challenge you to rise higher, to become the best version of yourself. She's not afraid to push you, not because she doubts you, but because she sees your greatness even when you don't. But let's be clear, her love is no weakness. It's not a commodity or a transaction. It's a force of nature. When she loves completely, it's not because she expects something in return. It's because that's who she is. She pours into you what she carries in her soul: grace, courage, and an unshakable belief in what's possible. When a woman loves, she loves through the storms, the quiet nights, and the chaos. She's the calm when the world feels too loud, and the fire when you need strength. Her love is a lighthouse. It guides, it grounds, and it shines no matter how dark the night gets. And let me tell you, this love is rare. It's the kind of love that doesn't ask for permission to exist, it just does. It stands tall in the face of challenges and doesn't crumble when tested. When a woman loves completely, she shows the world that real love is about giving, not taking, about lifting, not pulling down. This love is a blessing, and to be on the receiving end of it is to know what it truly means to be cared for. But remember, this kind of love is sacred. It's not something to be taken lightly, because when she loves completely, she gives you everything. When a woman loves completely, her gaze reaches beyond the surface. She sees not just what you are, but what you could be. To her, imperfections are not barriers to love, they are invitations to understand, to grow closer, to connect on a level that transcends appearances and shortcomings. She doesn't merely accept flaws, she embraces them as part of the tapestry that makes you unique. She doesn't dwell on the cracks or imperfections. Instead, she sees them as the places where light can shine through. To her, flaws are not defects, but reflections of humanity, reminders that no one is perfect, and that love itself is about choosing to stay, to nurture, and to cherish despite the imperfections. This isn't naivety or denial of reality, it's a deep understanding that love isn't about finding someone flawless. It's about seeing beauty in the imperfect and knowing that even the rough edges have value. Her love is patient and empathetic, taking the time to understand where those flaws come from. Is it a wound from the past? A fear of failure? A habit born of insecurity? Instead of judging, she seeks to understand. Her love is an act of faith, believing in the possibility of growth and healing. She doesn't force change, but inspires it, not by pointing out what's wrong, but by showing you what's right in you, your strengths, your kindness, your potential. When she loves, she doesn't keep score or hold grudges over mistakes. She sees those moments as opportunities to grow together, to learn more about each other, and to strengthen the bond between you. Her ability to forgive doesn't mean she ignores the impact of flaws, rather, it means she believes in the power of love to overcome them. She sees beyond the present into the person you're striving to become. In her eyes, your flaws don't define you. They are merely a small part of the greater whole, a single note in the symphony of who you are. And because her love is complete, she gives you the freedom to be yourself, imperfect, evolving, and real. Her love creates a safe space where you can let your guard down, where you don't have to hide the parts of yourself you're still working on. She doesn't just tolerate those parts, she accepts them. Because to her, loving you completely means loving all of you, the good, the bad, and everything in between. When a woman loves completely, her love becomes a foundation, a force that doesn't just support but builds. It's the kind of love that doesn't settle for stagnation. Instead, it inspires growth, nurtures dreams, and creates possibilities where there once were none. Her love is constructive, a steady force that helps you reach heights you might never have imagined on your own. She invests in you, not just emotionally, but spiritually, mentally, and sometimes even physically. Her love isn't about making demands or creating conditions. Instead, it's about helping you see the best in yourself and equipping you with the courage to pursue it. She believes in your potential, often more than you believe in it yourself. And her unwavering faith becomes a mirror reflecting back your hidden strengths and capabilities. Her love isn't passive. It's an active, deliberate effort to uplift and empower. She's the voice that encourages you to keep going when the road gets tough and the arms that hold you when you feel like giving up. Her love builds your confidence, not by offering empty praise, but by reminding you of the work you've put in, the progress you've made, and the greatness you're capable of achieving. This love doesn't compete or diminish, it amplifies. When she loves you, she celebrates your victories as if they were her own and shares in your struggles with equal intensity. She stands beside you, not to overshadow you, but to build with you. Together, her love creates a partnership where both individuals grow stronger, wiser, and more resilient. Her love builds in ways that go beyond the surface. It teaches patience, kindness, and understanding. It shows you the value of perseverance and the beauty of collaboration. She doesn't just love you for who you are today, but for the person you're striving to become. And her love becomes the fuel for that journey, a constant reminder that you're not alone. In the spaces her love touches, things flourish. She builds bridges where there were once walls and creates opportunities where there were once obstacles. Her love encourages you to dream bigger, try harder, and reach further because she believes in the limitless potential of love to transform not just people but entire lives. To be loved by her is to be built up, never torn down. Her love is a foundation upon which greatness is built, one brick of encouragement, trust, and care at a time. When a woman loves completely, her love challenges you not to make you feel inadequate, but to awaken the greatness within you. Her love isn't content with mediocrity or complacency because she sees what you're capable of, even when you don't. It pushes you, not in a way that breaks you, but in a way that strengthens you. Her love becomes a catalyst for growth, inspiring you to reach beyond your limitations. She challenges you to step outside your comfort zone, to face the fears you've avoided, and to confront the parts of yourself you've hidden away. Her love doesn't let you settle for good enough because she knows you're capable of so much more. She asks you to dream bigger, think deeper, and act with intention. But her challenge isn't harsh or demanding, it's rooted in care and belief in your potential. Her love requires you to be honest not just with her, but with yourself. It asks you to own your actions, your choices, and your growth. She doesn't shy away from difficult conversations or pretend that everything is perfect when it's not. Instead, she encourages you to address what's wrong and work towards making it right. Her love holds a mirror to your soul, reflecting both your strengths and the areas that need work, all while reassuring you that you are enough as you are, even as you strive to improve. This kind of love challenges you to be vulnerable. It's not always easy to let someone see your flaws, your fears, or your failures, but her love creates a safe space where you can. She doesn't demand perfection, but she does ask for authenticity. Her love challenges you to show up, to be present, and to invest in the relationship as much as she does. She pushes you to keep your word, to be accountable, and to align your actions with your values. Her love challenges you to grow emotionally, to communicate openly, and to build trust that runs deeper than words. It's not about control or manipulation, it's about helping you become the best version of yourself for both you and her. Her love isn't afraid to call you out when you're falling short of your potential, but it also stands by you as you rise. Her challenge is a gift, a reminder that true love isn't passive. It's active, dynamic, and deeply invested in your growth. To be loved by her is to be encouraged, stretched, and supported in ways that help you flourish. When a woman loves completely, her love is unconditional, transcending the limits of expectations, circumstances, and imperfections. It's not bound by what you can offer or dictated by how things should appear. Her love exists simply because she chooses to give it. It doesn't waver when faced with challenges, and it doesn't disappear when things go wrong. It's steadfast, constant, and unwavering. Her love doesn't ask for perfection. It doesn't hinge on you being flawless or always getting things right. She loves you for who you are, not for what you do or what you have. Her love doesn't fade when you falter or diminish when you fail. Instead, it becomes a source of comfort and strength, a reminder that you are valued for your essence, not your accomplishments. This love doesn't keep score. It doesn't tally up what you've done or hold grudges for mistakes made. She doesn't love you because she's expecting something in return. She loves because it's who she is. Her love is a reflection of her own capacity for grace and compassion, given freely and without conditions. Even when there are disagreements or misunderstandings, her love remains, offering the space to heal, grow, and move forward. Her love is not transactional. It's not about what you can provide or what she can gain. It's not a negotiation or a contract with terms and conditions. Her love simply is pure and genuine, unburdened by the weight of expectations. She gives it wholeheartedly, trusting in its strength and its power to endure. Unconditional love means she accepts you as you are, with all your strengths and flaws. She doesn't try to change you to fit an ideal or mold you into someone you're not. Instead, she supports your growth while honoring your individuality. She sees your potential and encourages you to reach it, but never makes her love contingent on your progress. Her love creates a safe haven, a place where you can be your true self without fear of judgment or rejection. It's the kind of love that holds steady during storms and shines brightly even in the darkest moments. It's a love that gives endlessly, not out of obligation, but out of a deep, intrinsic desire to nurture and cherish. To be loved by her unconditionally is to know that no matter what happens, her heart is a place where you will always belong. It's a love that doesn't falter, doesn't question, and doesn't waver, a love that is as boundless as it is profound. When a woman loves completely, her love is enduring, a steady force that weathers every storm and shines through every season of life. It's not fleeting or fragile, it's built to last, rooted deeply in her heart and her unwavering commitment. Her love doesn't falter when challenges arise or when the road ahead seems uncertain. Instead, it becomes a source of strength and resilience, a constant presence that holds firm through the tests of time. Her love is patient, understanding that life is not always easy and people are not perfect. She knows that relationships are not a straight path, but a journey filled with twists, turns, and occasional detours. Even when things are difficult, her love remains steadfast, refusing to give up when the going gets tough. She's not afraid to endure the ups and downs because her love isn't based on convenience or fleeting emotions. It's rooted in commitment and depth. Through moments of joy and sorrow, triumph and hardship, her love stands as a pillar of support. When life feels overwhelming, she becomes the calm in the chaos, the steady hand that holds you when everything else seems to be falling apart. Her love doesn't fade in adversity, it grows stronger, proving its resilience in the face of difficulty. Her love is enduring because it's not dependent on external factors. It doesn't diminish with the passage of time or waver in the face of change. Whether the days are filled with laughter or marked by struggle, her love remains constant, a reminder that true love is not something that comes and goes, it's something that stays. She loves with a strength that knows no bounds, willing to go the distance no matter how far or how hard the journey may be. Her love doesn't retreat in the face of obstacles, it rises to meet them, demonstrating a commitment that is unshakable. She knows that love is not just a feeling, but a choice made every day, a promise to stand by you through thick and thin. Her enduring love offers comfort and stability, a safe haven where you can always return. It's the kind of love that doesn't demand perfection but embraces humanity, knowing that imperfections are part of what makes the journey worthwhile. To be loved by her is to know a love that is timeless, unwavering, and unending, a love that will endure through all the seasons of life. When a woman loves completely, her love is rare and sacred, a treasure unlike anything else. It is not something that comes along every day, nor is it something that can be found just anywhere. Her love carries a depth and purity that sets it apart, making it a gift that must be cherished, protected, and respected. Her love is rare because it is rooted in an authenticity that is hard to find in a world often filled with fleeting emotions and superficial connections. She doesn't love out of convenience or for personal gain. Instead, her love comes from a place of genuine care and selflessness. It is an expression of her soul, given freely and completely, without reservation or expectation. This kind of love requires vulnerability and courage, qualities that not everyone possesses or is willing to share. It is sacred because it is deeply personal, an intimate offering of her heart and her essence. When she chooses to love, it's not a casual decision. It's a profound commitment, one that involves opening up her inner world and allowing someone to see the truest parts of herself. Her love is not something to be taken lightly or treated carelessly, for it represents her trust, her devotion, and her belief in the power of connection. What makes her love so extraordinary is its ability to transform. It doesn't just stay on the surface, it reaches into the depths of who you are and brings out the best in you, Her love inspires growth, fosters healing, and creates a space where you can be your most authentic self. It's the kind of love that changes not just relationships, but lives. Because her love is rare, it demands appreciation. It's not something that can be replaced or replicated. To be loved by her is to experience something truly unique, something that cannot be found elsewhere. It's a reminder that in a world full of distractions and impermanence, there are still things that are timeless and precious. Her love is sacred because it's a reflection of her innermost being. It's an offering of her time, her energy, and her soul. It's a love that deserves to be honored, not just because of how rare it is, but because of the depth of its purity. To be loved by her is to be entrusted with a gift that is as profound as it is beautiful, a love that is both rare and sacred, meant to be treasured for a lifetime. When a woman loves completely, her love is a gift, a rare and precious offering that transcends material possessions or fleeting gestures. It's not something that can be bought, earned, or demanded. It is freely given, an extension of her soul, and it carries with it a power that can transform lives. Her love is not ordinary, it is extraordinary, a treasure that holds immeasurable value for anyone fortunate enough to receive it. Her love is a gift because it is unconditional. She doesn't love based on what you can do for her or what you bring to the table. She loves because she chooses to, because her heart compels her to share the deep well of care and devotion she carries within. It's a gift that comes with no strings attached, no hidden agendas, just a pure and honest offering of herself. Her love is a sanctuary, a place where you can feel safe, seen, and understood. In a world that often feels chaotic and uncertain, her love provides stability and comfort. It is a gift that wraps around you like a warm embrace, reminding you that no matter what happens, there is someone who believes in you, cares for you, and will stand by your side. She gives her love with thoughtfulness and intention. Every gesture, every word, every act of kindness is a reflection of the care she has for you. Her love is not just in what she says, but in what she does, how she listens, supports, and shows up for you in ways both big and small. It's a gift that doesn't fade or lose its value over time, but grows stronger, deepening with each shared experience and each moment of connection. Her love is transformative. It has the power to heal wounds you didn't know you had, to inspire you to become a better version of yourself, and to fill spaces in your heart you thought would always remain empty. Her love is a light that illuminates your path, helping you see possibilities and potentials you might have overlooked. Most importantly, her love is rare. It's not something that can be taken for granted or easily replaced. It is a gift that requires appreciation, respect, and care. To be loved by her is to hold something sacred, something that enriches your life in ways that words can barely capture. Her love is not just a gift, it's a blessing, one that leaves an indelible mark on your heart and soul. In conclusion, when a woman loves completely, it is a force like no other, unwavering, transformative, and profoundly rare. Her love is not something to be taken lightly or treated as ordinary. It sees beyond flaws, inspires growth, and endures through all seasons of life. It challenges you to rise, comforts you in times of need, and holds you steady when the world feels unsteady. Her love is unconditional, a sanctuary of grace and acceptance, and it is a gift that carries immeasurable value. It is sacred, rooted in authenticity, and a reflection of her deepest self, a treasure that enriches the lives of those fortunate enough to receive it. To be loved by her is to be uplifted, empowered, and forever changed. Cherish this love if it finds you, for it is not something that comes along often. It is a blessing that should be honored, nurtured, and reciprocated with the same depth and sincerity. In her love, you will find the truest reflection of what it means to care completely, to give wholly, and to be loved unconditionally. Her love is not just an experience, it is a legacy that leaves its mark on the heart forever.